Hey guys, how you doing? So, I want to talk a little bit about defense because a lot of people seem to be really bothered about defense with K45 coming up. So, um, now I will divide it into three types of keep. My advice, one will be for like a 10 to 30 billion keep, one would be above 30 billion, and one would be below 10 billion, right? So let's talk about my defense type. So like 30 billion plus. So what I want is all HPs, right? I don't really care about siege attack that much. So if you see my dragon, it's all HP, three mounted troop HP, one siege HP, and yeah, everywhere I can equate siege attack with HP, I will do that. Uh, let's just take a quick look at my defense now. I think I got hit against hot. Yeah, so right. So these are my defense stats. I think my siege attack is way higher than what I want it to be. If I could, I would probably take out like 500 siege attack and put it in siege HP. That would be very nice. That would be my priority. But so how can I do that? I think my defense gen pairing is the best place to do that. My defense gen, which is these guys, yeah, he has a lot of siege attack out here. I would want someone with a lot less siege attack and a lot more mounted HP or um, siege HP. That's what I would want to do. And then I can also what else can I do? I can probably change siege attack somehow else. Like I can use some other weapons. Probably some weapons have mounted HP or siege HP, and I can change these weapons. Of course, the 6x6 choreo set is what a lot of people recommend, but I just don't see it anymore. It's like in-city troop defense and HP 25%. I think I would like part with that at this moment if I can replace some of these gears, right? This is like machine attack, siege machine defense, and range and siege machine defense. Yeah, I would try to, an enemy siege machine attack debuff, which is like useless, absolutely useless. So I would probably look to, in the long run, I would probably look to change this gear for something which has more mounted HP and siege HP. This one is troop defense, ground troop HP. Okay. Probably keep this. Siege machine attack range, of course, you can't replace this. Range troop and siege machine HP, siege machine attack. Yeah, probably look at a better thing for the choreo boots. In-city siege machine attack, ground troop and mounted. Oh, this is fine. And range entry into the siege machine, into the range troop attack. Yeah, I don't really like this. I would probably try something which is mounted HP or siege HP. I'm not sure if any weapon has that. So that's how I would build it, like above 30B. Remember that, attack you can always complement by having more siege. Like I have like 20 million T14, 25 million, sorry, 20 million T15, 25 million T14, 50 million T13. I can probably compensate for any lack of siege machine attack by the sheer numbers. But what I can't compensate is the HP. So, yeah, I would probably do that. And this is also very important. Like, siege HP debuff is super important, right? Like let's see where mine is. This remember this is like with 9 subs. I still did not have 11 subs, so this is a siege attack, and I'm debuffing 703, so it's close to 800 now. So siege HP debuff, especially on attack, I mean their siege HP becomes 1400 straight away, right? So, poof, I mean that's already a great siege defense. Like I mean, the siege is like way weaker that way because HP means like my siege can attack like 3 or 4 times and their siege will be dead with that kind of siege defense. So let me see if I can dig up some more defenses. Where did this start attacking me? Okay, this one. Okay, this one had a lot of reinforcements, so they splat on this. See, okay, this one also has a lot of reinforcements. Okay. Also a lot of okay, 17 million. That's not a lot. Okay, this was me reinforcing someone else. Again, me reinforcing someone else. Okay, this is me reinforcing someone else. Same. Okay, this was deforced fence. What did they attack me? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to buy any packages. Thank you so much, Evony. Okay, see, this is like the first rally they had on me, and this is like only 17 million reinforcements, which is not a lot. And it's a small rally, not a big rally, but look at what my siege does. So let me see. So yeah, my T15 siege kills like 20 million, and I had only like 13 million siege at that point. I, of course, like I was 47B at that point. Again, my T14 siege does another 5 million. T13 siege does only 2 million. Okay, so this is also something I'm seeing, right? That it's really important to have T15 siege for defense. T15 siege does so much. Wow. Like 20 million. Okay, let me see if I have some more T15 reports. This is like amazing. This is something even I am noticing now, that on defense T15 siege is like crazy good. Okay, let's see this one. 20 million reinforcements. But what does my T15 siege do? Oh, my T15 siege is dead. Oh, but look on what my T13 siege does. 4 million kills. My T14 siege is also dead by now. Okay. Yeah, but this is so amazing, right? Like, what is this? This is again a siege, right? Okay. And we see the siege. What does my siege do? So again, siege is probably just siege which does the killing. Even my T12 siege is killing here. T11 a little bit, not a lot, but okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see what a range does against a range. Oh, let's try to find a range report. Okay, this is a siege again. Okay, this should be arranged right now. Siege again. Oh wow, so they killed all my siege before ranging me. Siege again. Let's see this report, right? I'm 17.6B now. Okay, now this one. Okay, this is a range report. 18 million reinforcements. I'm 20B now. And look at, okay, so ground does 1.2 million, 4 million, 4.6, 6.6, 8.8. Oh, ground does a lot of killing here. Because my siege is not there though. What I really wanted to see is like if my ground does the killing, if my siege is still there. Oh wow, look at what T8 mountain does. T8 mountain kills almost 3.6 million. That's amazing. And even my lower ground and range starts killing after that. Or T6 mountain is like just killing, nothing, doing nothing else. So guys, this is important, guys. I think, sorry, it was T7 mounted. Someone told me T7 and T6 mounted are good. Clearly looks pretty good here, right? T7 mounted doing the killing, T6 mounted doing the killing. Yeah, interesting report. And T1 ground actually starts dying, and T1 mounted also starts dying. Okay, let's look at the next. Another range, and here what happens is, okay, this is the same range. Fuck, I'm so retarded sometimes. Okay, and then they started calving. Okay, so yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, get your HP and attack up, change your defense general combinations, um, compromise attack for HP always, like for every troop type. Like get mounted HP, get siege HP. Don't focus so much on siege machine attack or any other attack, because you can compensate for attack by numbers, which if you're a big keep you can do it. Now the so this is for a big keep. So now for a smaller keep like 10 to 30b, the advice is very different. You need that siege attack, because you probably like, if you're like 15b till 15b, you can probably even get soloed by siege. So you need your siege to like attack and kill them first. Debuff is of course super important, right? Get your general combos right. Don't like, I mean, if you're getting a general for siege machine attack, come on, that's useless. If it's, get it someone who debuffs range attack and siege HP. That's what you're gonna be hit with, right? So get these two kinds of generals in your subs, and get your HP up, but you cannot ignore attack also. You need your siege attack up. So that is super important. Uh, 10 to 30b, I wouldn't like ignore attack at all. So here, if you see my dragon refines, it's mostly HP. I would put some siege attacks out here for sure, 100%. And yeah, and I think 10 to 30b, William Marshall and Leo are probably great combinations. Of course, the new defense general is so good. But yeah, I think for 10 to 30b, William Marshall and this guy are great combinations. And the third, if you look at this, the third star is siege machine attack and HP 20%. Man, I really miss that shit. Maybe if he comes back next, I'm definitely getting into 3 stars, but I really miss that. Uh, if you have that, of course, that's great. Um, Try to get siege attack. Do the defensive researches first if you're getting attacked a lot. It also depends on, like who you're facing on a regular basis. If you're not facing like really big people on a regular basis, you're probably not getting hit at 15b. Especially if you have a packed up defense, you're not getting hit. But what I would do is like, yeah, and I think flats are just more important now, because there are just so many percentages, so many places where you can get percentage from. You can get percentage from this ideal land. I still don't know how to get my score above 0. I'll figure that out. So you can get from this shit. Oh, they're using it for monsters, but yeah, there's a lot of buff from this one. Um, I mean, if you can get fully ascended, like there's a lot of buff from that one. Uh, you can do the academy research, and then you can get like MS6 and 7 and 8, and like there's like a whole ton of percentage buffs. I have never been a really believer of flat, but seeing that I can get percentage so easily now, I would probably do all flats and like have a ton of T1 calves, and even like T6 and T7 calves have that. Clearly in the report you could see that T6 and T7 calves does a lot of killing if it's range. So have that. Probably makes it like much difficult for someone who's ranging you to get through to your, like get through all the calves, because once all the calves die, range starts hitting range, and if they can kill all your calves in one hit and some of your range, then you become a very easy calf target. So so calves are something like that goes into the battle first and is there till the end, unless it's like someone is sieging you. So put just focus on calves as much as you can, right? And give them as much HP as possible. Do a lot of flat refines. uh, make a lot of T67 and all the way down to T1 calves. But T67 clearly does a lot of killing, so make a lot of that. I have seen Hot have a lot of T7 and T6, so probably there's some mechanics which I don't know about for sure, but do make a lot of T7 T6 calves so that the range doesn't clear your calves at once. If they have to range you 2 3 times, that's already a lot of time, right? You buy that time to join rallies. If you can port you probably don't get killed. So yeah, do that. mm, yeah, that's my advice more or less for 10 to 30B. Debuff siege HP, have siege attack high, focus on siege HP, focus on mounted HP, do a lot of flats, don't go all percentages, and depends on what you get hit by more. If you get hit by more by siege first, then focus on siege HP more. If you get hit more by range first, then focus on mounted HP first. But the flats should all be mounted HP. Don't bother with siege HP flats. Siege T4 and down is just useless. So don't bother with that. Just go flat mounted HP. And percentage, maybe you can just put more siege HP there. Because you have the mounted flats, the mounted percentage can be a little less. Just balance that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the more interesting thing is like what people say, like, oh my god, I'm like 5B and like I'm dead now. I cannot play a trap because the 7 million march is gonna wipe me. My question is, what has really changed? How many K45s are there? It's gonna be some time till people get that 7.5 million march. So for you, nothing has changed. Still make the traps. I mean, and if you and if people take like 5 months to get to K45, you can get 3 billion T1 calves. No one's gonna clear 3 billion T1 calves, even with the 4,000% 7.5 million ground buff. So don't worry, nothing has changed. Chill, keep building T1 calves. That's gonna be very important. You don't wanna get hit in one go. Below 10 billion, unless you're in a rally team, don't make a lot of siege. You're gonna get sieged for like 1.5B or 2B once at one hit. So don't make a lot of siege. Make a lot of range. Range is a lot difficult to kill. Make siege layers so that the siege doesn't hit the range first. So make range so that you can join range rallies. Make ground. Ground is still more difficult to hit. And have a lot of lower calves, right? Higher calves they can get to higher level troops, but I mean even higher level range they can get to, but it's a lot more difficult to get to higher level range than say higher level siege or higher level mounted. So have a lot of higher level range and maybe even ground, because if they calve you, I mean, if it's a strong rally, you can die at once, but because you have a lot of range, you might be able to protect that. So if you're buying packs, buy the stone. Don't buy stone. Buy the lumber. Choose the lumber and the food. Make ground and range and lower calves. That is what you need. You need lumber and food for lower level calves also, and build your castle like that. Don't bother with siege, because you're not going to protect from a solo siege. Someone solo sieges you at 10 billion, you're losing 2 billion. Unless you like really spending money, you can't protect siege, you can't protect your calves. Don't bother with it. Higher levels, you just can't protect. So that's what I would say. Build your troops like. Regarding buffs, I think Queen Boudica is a great choice, uh, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really bother with percentages or defense, to be very honest, because you're mostly lower layer except range and ground, and that's anyway difficult to get. I mean, if you have siege layers, if they siege you, they will not get to your range. Like have like 500,000 siege layers, they're not getting to your range first time. So yeah, and of course like your refines should be, because your troop types are mostly range and ground, for so any percentage refined would be for that. That goes without saying. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. Bye.